Hello and welcome back to my garage. Been a while since I made a video. Today we are back on the old orange T4 again. So I've done most of the arch repairs. So now I'm on the B post. Now I'll show you where we are at the moment. I've chopped the front of the B post off. So you can see here we are. So the front cover's gone. New panel looks like this. Now basically for the panels, they only do the left hand side, so the other side, but they're identical apart from it's got a lip on one side, so you just chop the lip off and then all you have to do is weld it on over like so. But as you can see, I've got a hole here, so this would have been where one of the original grommets was, which is all rotted out. I've got pinholes all the way down here. I've got a little pinhole here as well, so I'm just going to weld up this section. Just anywhere it's a bit thin, I'm just going to plug a little bit of welding, grind it back and tidy it up. Yeah, so what I'm going to do down here, like I said, I've already left it unwelded there, so I'm just going to cut a new plate in, put a little angle on, put a lip on at the bottom to weld the steel back to. I'm just going to seam weld it up, and then I'm going to drill the hole back in for the grommet, and I'm going to do that so I can shoot up inside this section to stop it from rotting out. Then I'm going to buy some proper grommets and re-grommet up and then seal them in. So that's what we're doing today. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to chop this out and clean this all up, ready for the new plate, and then we'll get the camcorder out again. I'll show you where we got to, and then I'll weld it in, another video, and then we'll then look about putting the cover panel on. Right, okay, so we have now trimmed out and cut our plate, so this is what we got. Let's have a look. Right, so there we go. Made it out a bit of a card, made it out a bit of card first, just make a little template. Then the only thing it's got on it is a little angle, so theoretically I'll pull this out. Alright, there we go. So that's all I've cut, so a bit of angle. You see how I've chopped it out. Just ground it, that's the corner of the step there, that's why I left that in. And then theoretically I'm just going to butt weld it in there, get that up in there, wash that up in there, and it goes. Now theoretically I've got to clean this all up. I've got a little wire spinner that goes on my Dremel, so I'm just going to clean it all up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in, I'm going to seam weld it all in. Once I've got it welded in, I'll get the old camera back out and show you how it's gone. But yeah, so let's get out of the way of that. So there you go. Nice little slow-mo. Boom. Right, here we go. So, inner piece now is in the bottom. Welding's a bit clumpy, if you see what I mean, but it's okay. Plate's all in. I've welded it both sides as well, so I've welded it in the inside and the outside of the bus to make sure that she's totally watertight, so no water gets in there. So that's it right there. As you can see, I haven't put the hole in the bottom yet. I'm probably not going to actually, because I found that there's this up here, so I'm going to put the spout down around there and then spray into it that way with like one of these tube nozzles. But what I have been doing, I have been cutting wherever I've put it. Where's it gone? I've taken it all the way over there. I'll go get up again. Oh no, there it is. Right. What I have been doing, I'm trimming up. I've been doing is trimming up my back panel. Now, as you can see along the top here, I've joggled it, so then the two pieces of metal sit the same. Little slice up in there, little slice up in there, and I've knocked it back. Can't get the joggler in here, so all I did is get a screwdriver and just beat it in. I've cut this lip back here slightly, stripped it all back. Same with this side. Now what I've done here is, because you've got this reinforcer here, you can't really move this. This is solid. So what I've done is I've cut the two panels, so when that goes on, they sit up against each other, so they're not overlapping. They're butted up to each other, and then I'll just run a weld down there and grind it completely flat. Then over here they're over lipping. They're lipping. Same with this side. It's over lipped. But what I've done is I've teased this angle in, so the inside, so the bit on the bus, I've got a pair of mole grips, I've just worked it over slightly like that. And the reason doing it, so by doing that, then when the panel goes on, it's totally square all the way up here. And as I weld that in, when I weld that back in, it will all sit in quite nicely. And then I'll grind the weld back, and then I'll put a bead of sealant down, and it'll hide it, and it'll look all good. Got my standard plug welds in the bottom, like so. Now when I put this on, I'm going to line this corner up here first, so this is important. I'm going to get a straight line, and I'm going to put a straight edge against down the sill to there, and I'll tack it in there, and I'll tack it there, and then that's that set. Then I'll just push the top in, tack up top, tack here, and then once I've done that, I'll then start stitching it in here and there and everywhere, and then I'll tack across the top, and then what I'll do is I'll knock the bottom in with a block of wood, and then I'll clamp it up, and I'll plug weld the base in across there. So I'll knock the bottom in and plug weld across the bottom, and then she'll be in and she'll be all good. Simple as. So let's get to work. Right, so panel is now on. Let's have a look. There you go. There she is. So you can see from this side, I've done it and ground it totally flat, see? And then this bit, as I ground that in, I've put the weld in the groove, so pretty much a little bead of sealant like that, boom, and it's gone. And as you can see at the top here, I haven't finished welding it yet, but I've been tacking and filling in the tacks. You have to weld this all the way across, but you have to do it one spot weld at a time, because what will happen if you just go zap straight away across it, it'll turn into the Atlantic Ocean. Now as you weld it, it will move, and through this hole you can put your spanner, and then you can get it on the back of that and give it a little tweak back out, get it in a good position. I haven't yet as such done this side. I haven't as yet ground this back, so you can see this is my raw welding pretty much here, and we've got the little open hole. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to weld that little hole up there. I've got my plug welds in at the bottom, all ground back. Now this little lip, I'm going to get a blowtorch on this little lip that's hanging down, and then I'll work it and fold it over, tuck it up. I'll weld this little section in here, but I'll leave the gap between, and I'll push some sealant through there like it's supposed to be, and there. And I've been keep matching it up with the door just to make sure it all shuts and lines up. But yeah, so that is how you fit a side panel. Simple as. Right, so yeah, there you go. That is how you put on a B-post repair panel. So obviously there's only an offside one, because they only make one for the right hand drive slider units, for the slider on the offside. So yeah, but with a little bit of trimming, she goes on quite nice. Anyway, hope that's been helpful. If it has, please like and subscribe, and watch my other videos.